Hi everyone. I wanted to make this video because I kind of left you all hanging after my last video with my depressing news on my health. So I ended up breaking my fast on day 31. So let's talk about why. Once I hit day 30, I started getting dizzy. And I also was starting to get very nauseous. I had a lot of nausea and I was starting to puke up the water that I was consuming. And at first I didn't think that it was a big deal. I thought that it was going to go away and I'd, be able to power through it. But once I hit day 31, it got very severe and very persistent. So I had really bad dizziness and really bad nausea to the point that I could not keep any water down that I was drinking. And on top of that, I was vomiting like, I really don't know what it is, to be honest. It looked like fleshy chunks that were obviously coming from my stomach and perhaps my esophagus. And when that started happening, I made the common sense decision that I had pushed my body to the limit and it wasn't going in a good direction. I needed to end my fast, so I ended it. And I think it's important to share this because I realize that as people watch my videos, I've had multiple people tell me that that I'm inspiring them to fast more or to fast longer, and that's great. And I know, we have like a goal, like a number goal in our head of like what we want to reach as far as how many days that we fast, and that's fine and dandy. But we also need to have some common sense. We also need to give ourselves some grace, and we just need to be aware that we might not be able to reach our end goal if specific things happen. And so if you're going to fast, and you're going to fast for long periods, you do need to listen to your body and be smart about it, and to not push yourself past certain limits, because you can always fast again, but you don't want to end up in a situation where you need to go to the emergency room and you're in bad shape. So it is very, very important to just be smart about things. And so that's why I personally ended my fast, and I didn't push it to the 40 days because I knew that I had reached my limit. And in some regards, I did feel like the fast was a failure because I really did want to hit that 40-day mark. But like I said, you have to have some common sense on things, and given my personal situation, I just was not going to push it and push my luck. And I'm glad I didn't. I ended up breaking it with eggs. And so, yeah, I made it to 31 days. I broke my fast with eggs. Within, I'd say, 4 hours is when my digestive system started kicking in, and I had cramping. And that told me that I had to go to the bathroom. It was mildly discomfort. It wasn't like, super bad, super uncomfortable, but it wasn't the greatest thing that I've ever experienced either. And then after that, I eased into it. I ate some meat, some cheese, some eggs, some vegetables, and my bowel movements were fine. There was no um, praying to the porcelain gods, super stomach upset, anything like that. Um, my stomach had significantly shrank a lot. I could tell because I couldn't eat nearly as much um, as I could before the fast, and so that's where I'm at. With the news of my health being in bad shape, I'll be honest, I have resorted to emotionally eating, because that's what I've said in previous videos. That's all I've ever known is emotionally eating to cope with my problems, and it's, for me, it's a battle that I am gonna have to really struggle to heal from, and find better coping mechanisms, and I haven't been able to get there yet. And as I fast and as I continue this journey, um, I'm hoping to heal that. So yeah, that's where I'm at. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about my game plan, and my headspace since finding out about my growing tumor, and what my plans are going forward more in detail. But in this video, I just wanted to talk about just giving yourself some grace and being smart about fasting, because nobody wants to end up in the hospital and be in a sticky situation. So anyways, that's that. That's the update on my fast. I broke it. I'm eating now. So I will see you in the next video.